Hi, I'm here to walk you through the next step of your Holocaust artifact presentation and get you started using the app Sketchbook, where you're going to digitally annotate or manipulate the images you've already done some research on. So you're going to begin by just getting the app. So if you haven't already, go to the App Store, search Autodesk Sketchbook, and then click Get. It's free. So make sure there might be some options to upgrade. Just get the free one, that's all you need. And then open it and take your time going through the tutorial. It will show you some of the features. So do take some time to look through that. So it always takes a little patience to learn a new app, but it'll be worth it. So I'm going to give you a few tips and give you my own little tutorial here. So make sure you get the app, and then I want to make sure you know how to upload your image. So the best way I found to do that is to go to your image. So why don't you go to the slideshow that I shared with you. So let's say I'm in block 2. Let's say I researched Berta. So this is my image. Since I did that for the presentation, that's the image that I'm going to work with. I'm going to zoom in on the image and I'm going to screenshot it. So don't zoom in too close so you don't get the full photo, but get close enough so that you get rid of some of the excess stuff. But you do need to go back to your photo roll. So that's going to be saved to the photos since I did a screenshot. So you're going to want to crop it here. I think it's easier to crop here than on the app. So I'm going to crop it. I'm going to get as close as I can to the edges. Done. All right, so that's ready to go. So I'm going to go to the app Autodesk Sketchbook. All right, so I've already been playing around with Berta, as you can see, but I want to start a new gallery. So here's a little tip. I realized the sketch that I use, so the one you're viewing now, you can see that the white, all the white, that's a part of the sketch. So because this is more of a portrait, kind of meaning it's more vertical than landscape or horizontal, it doesn't fit the greatest on this canvas size. So let's be intentional about what you're choosing. So consider if your image is vertical or more horizontal, and then choose a sketch that fits. So you'll see what I'm saying here. So you're gonna go to, what I just selected was the 3-dot, 3-line top left icon. So that's what you're gonna want to click. Say new sketch. All right, so this is what I was just saying. So since Berta's image is vertical and not so much horizontal, I want to switch it like that. It's gonna fit better on the page. Okay, so create that. All right, and then I'm gonna upload the image. So I'm going to go to my photos. That's the one I just cropped. And then I can zoom in. So I could try to make it fit the whole page, as best I can. Maybe I want to make a little bit of a frame. So I could do that. So let's do that. So there she is. And then we can start doing art. So I mentioned that I was going to make the background a frame. So you'll see on the right, see the squares, you can see a little mini Berta there in the top square. These are layers of the sketch. So this layer is behind the layer with the image. So that means if I draw on this layer, so if my box is there, but the blue box is around the blank one below Berta, that means I'm going to be sketching on the layer behind her. Okay, so you can see what the full sketch looks like there and how it appears with the image being over it. But I mentioned I want to make this a frame, so let's do that. So I'm going to go to the fill feature. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the left, there's that bucket. Click it, and let's say I want to make my background. Oh wait, no, it's up here. There. So I just selected radial fill, and I'm gonna make it darker, I guess. And then let's see what happens if I there. So you can see wherever I put my finger, that's where the radial starts. So let's say I want to start it in the middle. And you'll notice that it went around my sketch there. So in that case, you can undo. Oh, won't let me go that far, but I could erase this and then make the frame again. So you don't have to make a frame, that's just an idea and to show you how these different layers work. You can add more layers, so if you want to, I suggest you do that when you start adding to the image, because if I did some work directly on the image, and let's say I was like, oh my gosh, that sunshine looks kind of ugly, so I want to erase it, but it's going to erase the entire image. So you can undo it, luckily. And then you are like, oh wait, I remember I can do the layer on top. I can create my sunshine that way. Oh, I like that marker better too. Perfect. But you're like, oh, I want to just kind of delete the middle. Let's see. Yeah. So that deletes the sunshine, but not the entire photo. Okay. And you can rearrange these if you hold down on the image and you want that one to go above, that will go above. So you can rearrange your images there. You can also mess with, so let's say I wanted this to go above again. You can mess with the transparency, which is kind of fun. Like if you wanted to make Berta more opaque and have the sun kind of shine through, you could do, more transparent, you could do that. You can simply delete any of these layers if you decide you don't like it. You can clear them completely. You can merge them all, so that means they'll all go into one. And then you can undo anything that you decide you don't actually like. You can also type using that text feature. So it's that third from the left, that T. If you click it, you can write what you want. And another cool thing, I'm going to undo that because I don't like it, but you can also draw symmetrically. So if you put symmetry where you want it, so you want to kind of do some art with the portrait of Berta, you can use symmetry. So I'm going to do a halo around her. And so if I begin to draw on one side, it'll automatically do it on the other. So even if it's a little crooked, at least it's symmetrical. So those are a couple features. There's a lot more. So take your time playing around, have fun. And again, remember that if you work directly on the sketch layer that has the image and you want to erase, it will erase the entire photo. So just be careful of that. Have fun.